The moment I heard the muffled footsteps above my head, I knew something was terribly wrong. We had just moved into this old, creaky house a week ago, and everything seemed perfect, until tonight. My family and I were settling in for our first real dinner in the new place when the sound started. At first, it was just a faint rustling, like the wind brushing against the house. But as we ate, the noises grew louder, more distinct. Footsteps. Heavy, deliberate footsteps coming from the attic. My dad frowned, putting down his fork.
Did you hear that?
We all nodded, eyes wide. My little sister, Lily, clutched her teddy bear tighter.
What is it?
She whispered.
Probably just squirrels or something.
My mom said, trying to sound calm. But we all knew it wasn't squirrels. Dad grabbed a flashlight, and I followed him up the stairs. The attic door loomed at the end of the hallway, slightly ajar. My heart pounded as he pushed it open, the hinges squealing in protest. We stepped into the attic, our flashlight beams slicing through the darkness. The place was a mess of old furniture and dusty boxes. Suddenly, the beam caught something, a pair of eyes, wide and terrified, staring back at us from behind an old wardrobe.
Who's there?
My dad demanded, his voice shaking. A man stepped out, hands raised. He was disheveled, his clothes dirty and torn.
Please don't hurt me,
he pleaded.
I didn't mean to scare you. I've been living here. I didn't have anywhere else to go.
We stared at him in shock. A homeless man had been living in our attic. My dad's grip on the flashlight tightened.
You need to leave,
he said, trying to sound firm but clearly shaken. The man nodded, his eyes filled with desperation.
I understand, I'll go.
As he gathered his meager belongings and shuffled towards the stairs, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Why hadn't we noticed anything before? How long had he been here? Just as the man reached the door, he turned back, his expression changing.
You should leave too,
he said, his voice low and urgent.
This house, it's not safe.
Before we could ask him what he meant, he was gone, disappearing into the night. We returned to the dining room, our meal forgotten. My mom tried to console Lily, who was crying softly. What did he mean, Dad? I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. Why isn't the house safe? Dad shook his head, clearly rattled.
I don't know, but we're not taking any chances. We'll stay at a hotel tonight.
As we packed our bags in a hurry, I glanced back at the attic. The door was closed now, but I could still hear the man's warning echoing in my mind. That night at the hotel, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about the homeless man and his cryptic warning. Just as I was drifting off, my phone buzzed with a notification. A news alert. I opened it, my blood running cold as I read the headline. Police discover body of missing man in abandoned house's attic.